Less than 24 hours ago, a video depicted the incredible thinness of the impending iPhone 17 Air via what seemed like a mold for the future gadget. Today, we go one step further as we're given two views of fake units, the whole iPhone 17 family, really, represented by dummy units, both black and white. Here are the black ones: the iPhone 17 on the left, the iPhone 17 Air next to it, the iPhone 17 Pro, and on the right the iPhone 17 Pro Max. For some reason, the white fake units are in precisely the reverse sequence. From left to right, we have the iPhone 17 Pro Max, the iPhone 17 Pro, the iPhone 17 Air, and the iPhone 17. Naturally, all of these gadgets should be officially debuting in September, with the iPhone 17 Air being the thinnest of the lot by a pretty considerable distance. Yesterday's leak informed us it would be 5.65 millimeters thin. Some may not care about iPhone hues, but for many others, they might influence a choice for an update. And with this year's iPhone 17 selection, we might see more color shifts than normal. This is the reason. Apple's iPhone color palettes have become very consistent in recent years. The two basic models, currently iPhone 16 and 16 Plus, normally come in the same colors, and they usually be rather, well, colorful. The Pro models, currently iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max, follow a distinct pattern. 1. They receive fewer color selections than their siblings. 2. Those hues are often simply various tints of gray. 3. And each year, just one of the hues seems to be totally new. While there's a lot we already know about Apple's intentions for the iPhone 17 series, colors tend to be some of the last information to emerge. Earlier this week, we did hear the first rumor, however. It suggested a sky blue finish for iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max is anticipated. Sky blue appears like a favorite on the M4 MacBook Air, so I imagine it might prove popular on the iPhone 2. But whether that rumor plays out or not, there are two reasons to assume the iPhone 17 line might undergo a greater color shakeup than normal. 1. The release of iPhone 17 Air 2 and the Pro versions losing titanium. With the iPhone 17 Air, Apple has a new fourth model in the lineup that's expected to draw more enthusiasm and attention than the Plus or Mini ever did. It's probable Apple may still offer its 17 Air the same color choices as the regular iPhone 17. But because to the distinctive ultra-thin new design and projected mass popularity, I wouldn't be shocked if iPhone 17 Air got its own exclusive colors this year. Then there's the Pro models. While they've always gravitated toward more subdued tones, Apple's choices for color difference arguably become more restricted when titanium was debuted with iPhone 15 Pro. But according to reports, iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max will forego titanium at least in part and employ more metal instead. This materials shift would imply we can't just purchase natural titanium, white titanium, and black titanium for the third year in a row. Instead, Apple will need to offer a whole new selection of Pro colors in aluminum finishes. Will they still primarily be colors of gray? Probably so. But because to the absence of titanium, Apple's Pro range should at least contain more color variations than we've seen the prior 2 years. The buzz about Apple's new iPhone design is considerable. The presumptively named iPhone 17 Air is slated to come in September with the iPhone 17, 17 Pro, and 17 Pro Max. The 17 Air will bring a slim design to Apple stores throughout the globe, and Apple's ardent customers will most likely embrace the Air with open arms, even if there's low risk and creativity in the bundle. There are alterations away from the vanilla iPhone foundation. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo has claimed an increase in the basic memory from 8 gigs to 12 gigs, which will no likely enable a greater variety of Apple Intelligence tools to function on the handset. Kuo also says he anticipates the vanilla iPhone 17 to pick up the 12 gigs option. The X series will continue to power the iPhone family. Currently, the A18 runs on the iPhone 17 and 17 Plus, while the A18 Pro runs on the iPhone 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max. The iPhone 17 Air is scheduled to launch with the basic A19 processor, implying that the Air is a form factor replacement over the iPhone 16, plus the Plus flavor itself replaced the iPhone mini taste. Naturally, the design will emphasize on the narrow form factor, which is commonly believed to be 5.6 millimeters. As with every dimension specification, we're simply talking about the phone's primary body. Don't include the vast and heavy camera bar that will stretch out over the top of the Air. Yet, with all of these improvements to bring a small and competent design to market, Apple is not assuming a leadership position in the ecosystem, is not taking any risks, and definitely isn't changing the industry. Last year's iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max had greater display sizes, moving from 6.12 and 6.69 inches to 6.27 and 6.86 inches, respectively. For 2025, Apple is also predicted to add the bigger 6.27-inch display size to its normal iPhone model, while the corresponding iPhone 17 Plus variant, provisionally termed iPhone 17 Air, might adopt altogether new display proportions. Apple aims to add promotion to all iPhone models in 2025, enabling all models to ramp up to a 120Hz refresh rate for better navigation and video content as appropriate. Previously, only Pro versions in Apple's iPhone series have featured the functionality. Notably, ProMotion would also enable the display on the iPhone 17 and iPhone 17 Air to ramp down to a more power-efficient refresh rate as low as 1 Hz, enabling for an always-on display that can show the lock screen's clock, widgets, alerts, and wallpaper even while the device is locked. An enhanced 48-megapixel telephoto lens on Apple's premium handsets is believed to be geared for usage with Apple's Vision Pro headset. However, we don't know any specifics on how it will interact with the Vision Pro. The enhanced telephoto would make the iPhone 17 Pro models the first iPhones to feature a back camera system consisting completely of 48-megapixel lenses, making it capable of capturing even more picture information. The new telephoto lens will provide 3.5x zoom, 85mm equivalent, instead of the 5x zoom, 120mm equivalent, presently available, according to one report. This focal length is often more suitable for portraiture and daily photography, as it enables users to frame images without having to go as far away from the subject. However, the significant change supposedly comes from the new 48-megapixel sensor, in that the higher resolution enables for digital cropping to imitate longer focal lengths, delivering less quality loss than typical digital zoom. Apple apparently tested 8K video recording on the iPhone 16 Pro models, but such technology is still not accessible. With the iPhone 17 Pro versions rumored to feature completely 48-megapixel rear cameras, there is a significant probability that 8K video recording will debut on those smartphones. Several competing smartphones now provide 8K video recording capabilities, such as the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and the Google Pixel 9 Pro, though AI upscaling. Even though 8K video recording isn't extensively utilized by content providers right now, there are still use cases for it. For example, recording 8K would enable filmmakers to record with the ultra-wide camera and then crop in 50% and still obtain 4K quality. Notably, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman in February reported that Apple plans to emphasize the iPhone 17 Pro's improved video recording capabilities when it unveils the device later this year, so it's quite possible that 8K video recording will be one of the capabilities that Apple will tout when the new lineup launches. The iPhone 17 will feature an anti-reflective display that is more scratch-resistant than Apple's ceramic shield found on iPhone 15 models. According to one rumor, although the new iPhone 16 Pro models do have the latest generation ceramic shield, which has an advanced formulation that is 2x tougher than glass on any other smartphone. The exterior glass of the iPhone 17 is rumored to feature a super hard anti-reflective layer that is more scratch-resistant. It's not clear if Apple is aiming to adopt the Gorilla Glass armor that Samsung employs in the Galaxy S24 Ultra, but the description of Corning's newest technology fits the claim. At least one model in Apple's iPhone 17 range will come with 12 gigs. Jeff Pu of investment company Haitong has stated that both Pro versions would arrive with the raised RAM, but Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo thinks that the iPhone 17 Pro Max will include 12 gigs. In contrast, another reputable source has indicated that all iPhone 17 models would feature 12 gigs of RAM. For contrast, the normal iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus have 6 gigs of RAM, and the iPhone 15 Pro versions have 8 gigs of RAM, while all iPhone 16 models have 8 gigs of RAM. Any such increase would allow for enhanced multitasking on the iPhone, as well as providing extra resources for Apple Intelligence functions that need large language models to be resident in memory. Apple's highest-end 2025 iPhone will include a substantially narrower dynamic island due to the device's use of a smaller meta lens for the Face ID system, according Haitong's Jeff Pu and a Chinese leaker. While a typical iPhone camera features curved lenses that channel light towards the picture sensor, a meta lens is a narrow and flat lens with minute patterns etched onto it that can focus light more accurately. Assuming this results in a narrower dynamic island, it would be the first time that Apple has adjusted the function since it debuted on the iPhone 14 Pro in 2022. Apple regularly improves iPhones with faster and more efficient processor technologies each year. While we are not anticipating the iPhone 17 series to feature TSMC next-generation 2nm semiconductors, Apple's A19 chip technology is anticipated to be constructed on an improved 3nm process. The iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max are believed to contain an A19 Pro processor, while the iPhone 17 and the iPhone 17 Air might have the normal A19 chip. TSMC is working on its N3P process, with mass production slated to commence in late 2024, so that's the chip technology that we're assuming Apple to employ for the iPhone 17 series. Compared to prior generations of 3nm chips, the N3P chips provide greater performance efficiency and higher transistor density. Apple is claimed to have raised the depth of the iPhone 17 Pro Max to 8.725mm, up from 8.25mm on the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which would be a 0.475mm difference in thickness. The increase surely means a larger battery, according to one leaker. Apart from depth, the iPhone 17 Pro Max's frame apparently stays intact and is otherwise similar to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. What do you like to see from the iPhone 17 color options? Let us know in the comments. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates. Goodbye.